Welcome to today's episode of the Dr. Wash Trains podcast, where we strive to make health a dinner table conversation. Today, we'll explore the intersection of science, health, and human longevity. I am your host, Dr. Akash Sehgal, and today we're going to unpack one of the most intriguing and complex topics in health sciences: oxidative stress. You have probably heard the term before, maybe in the context of aging or chronic diseases, but what does it actually and really mean? And more importantly, how does understanding it help us live longer and healthier lives? In this episode, we're going to dive deep into the science, explore cutting edge research, and I'll try to arm you with practical strategies that can make a real difference in your health span. The period of your life where you remain healthy, vibrant, and full of energy. Let's start with the basics. What exactly is oxidative stress? In simple terms, it is an imbalance between free radicals and antioxidants in your body. Free radicals are highly reactive molecules with unpaired electrons, constantly looking to stabilize themselves by stealing electrons from other molecules. And when they do this, they can cause damage to cells, proteins, and even DNA. This damage is at the root of many chronic diseases, including cardiovascular diseases, diabetes, and neurodegenerative conditions like Alzheimer's. Now, free radicals aren't inherently bad. In fact, they play a crucial role in cellular signaling and the immune response. It is when they accumulate in excess, the problems arise. Normally, our bodies are equipped with a defense system, antioxidants, that neutralize these free radicals by donating electrons without becoming destabilized themselves. But when the balance tips in favor of free radicals, oxidative stress occurs, leading to cellular damage and, over time, contributing to aging and disease. To really grasp the impact of oxidative stress, we need to look at what happens at the cellular level. Our cells are constantly engaged in metabolic processes that produce energy, and one byproduct of these processes is free radicals. Think of your mitochondria, the powerhouse of your cell. As they convert food into energy, they produce reactive oxygen species, or ROS, a type of free radical. Under normal conditions, your body can handle this oxidative load. But factors like poor diet, pollution, radiation, and even intense physical activity can increase the production of ROS, overwhelming the body's antioxidant defenses. One of the most significant areas of research right now is understanding how oxidative stress contributes to aging. The free radical theory of aging, first proposed by Denham Harman in the 1950s, suggests that the accumulation of oxidative damage over time is a major driver of the aging process. Recent studies have expanded on this theory, showing that oxidative stress can accelerate the shortening of telomeres, the protective caps at the ends of our chromosomes that shorten as we age. Once these telomeres become too short, the cell can no longer divide and become senescent, contributing to the aging process and the onset of age related diseases. Now that we have covered the science, let's talk about what you can do to manage oxidative stress in your own life. The good news is that there are plenty of strategies backed by science that can help. Your diet is one of the most powerful tools for managing oxidative stress. Foods rich in antioxidants like fruits, vegetables, nuts, and seeds can help neutralize free radicals. For example, berries are packed with flavonoids, while leafy greens are high in vitamin A, C, and E, all of which have potent antioxidant properties. But it is not just about what you eat, it is also about what you avoid. Highly processed foods, trans fats, and excessive sugar can increase oxidative stress by promoting inflammation and contributing to the production of free radicals. One of the most interesting areas of research is the role of polyphenols. They are compounds found in plants that have a strong antioxidant effect. A recent study published in the journal Nutrients showed that polyphenols from sources like green tea, dark chocolate, and red wine can not only reduce oxidative stress but also improve endothelial function, which is crucial for cardiovascular health. But remember, I am not promoting alcohol use in any context whatsoever. You have to remember moderation is key, but no alcohol. Too much of these compounds, especially from sources like wine or chocolate, can have the opposite effect, leading to increased calorie intake and other health issues. Another strategy is supplementation. Although this is an area where it is crucial to proceed with caution, antioxidant supplementation like vitamin C, vitamin E, and coenzyme Q10 are widely available, but the research on their effectiveness is mixed. For example, while vitamin C is a potent antioxidant, studies have shown that high doses can actually act as a pro-oxidant in certain situations, especially if taken in isolation without other supporting nutrients. And the same goes for vitamin E, which in excessive amounts has been linked to an increased risk of certain cancers. However, some supplements show more promise. For instance, alpha lipoic acid is both water and fat soluble, meaning it can work in different parts of the cell to combat oxidative stress. However, some supplements have shown more promise. For instance, alpha lipoic acid is both water and fat soluble, meaning it can work in different parts of the cell to combat oxidative stress. Additionally, recent research is exploring the use of NAD plus precursors like nicotinamide riboside and nicotinamide mononucleotide, which have been shown to enhance mitochondrial function and reduce oxidative stress in animal models. While these findings are promising, it is important to note that much of the research is still in its early stages and more human trials are needed before we can make definitive recommendations. Now, beyond life and supplements, your lifestyle plays a major and a significant role in managing oxidative stress. Regular exercise, for example, is a double edged sword. While intense physical activity can temporarily increase oxidative stress, consistent, moderate exercise actually enhances the body's antioxidant defenses and improves resilience to oxidative damage. It's all about finding the right balance for yourself. Sleep is another crucial factor. During deep sleep, your body undergoes repair processes that help counteract oxidative damage. Chronic sleep deprivation, on the other hand, has been shown to increase oxidative stress and inflammation, which can contribute to a range of health issues from cognitive decline to heart diseases. Let's not forget the impact of environmental factors like pollution and UV radiation, which can significantly increase oxidative stress. While it is impossible to avoid these completely, strategies like using air purifiers, wearing sunscreen, and minimizing exposure to pollutants can help reduce your oxidative load. Psychological stress is another often overlooked contributor to oxidative stress. Chronic stress triggers the release of cortisol, which in turn can lead to increased production of free radicals. Practices like mindfulness, meditation, and even simple breathing exercises have been shown to lower stress levels and, by extension, reduce oxidative stress. While we have covered a lot of ground today, it is important to acknowledge the limitations of our current understanding of oxidative stress. For one, most of the research on antioxidants has been conducted in vitro or in animal models, and translating these findings to humans is not always straightforward. Moreover, the effects of oxidative stress can vary greatly from person to person, influenced by factors like genetics, lifestyle, and even the microbiome of the gut. Another limitation is the complexity of oxidative stress itself. It is not simply a matter of reducing free radicals. In some cases, these molecules play essential role in cellular processes like apoptosis, the programmed death of cells, which is vital for maintaining healthy tissues. Oversuppression of oxidative stress could potentially interfere with these critical processes, leading to unintended consequences. Looking ahead, the future of oxidative stress research holds exciting possibilities. Advances in genomics and personalized medicine are paving the way for more targeted interventions, allowing us to tailor antioxidant therapies to individual needs. Researchers are also exploring the potential of senolytics, compounds that selectively eliminate senescent cells, which are thought to contribute to aging and age related diseases by promoting oxidative stress. Additionally, there's growing interest in the role of the gut microbiome in modulating oxidative stress. Emerging evidence suggests that a healthy gut flora can enhance the body's antioxidant defenses, while dysbiosis, an imbalance in the gut microbiome may contribute to oxidative stress and inflammation. This opens up new avenues for interventions that focus on gut health as a means of managing oxidative stress and promoting longevity. So, where does this leave us? Oxidative stress is a complex and multifaceted process, but understanding it can empower us to make choices that promote not just a longer life, but a healthier, more vibrant one. From the foods we eat to the way we manage stress, every decision we make has the potential to tip the balance in favor of health and longevity. Remember, while the science is still evolving, the strategies we discussed today, eating a diet rich in antioxidants, considering targeted supplementation, engaging in regular exercise, getting quality sleep, and managing stress are all actionable steps you can take right now. As we continue to learn more about oxidative stress, these strategies will likely become even more refined, offering us more tools to enhance our quality of life. Thank you for joining me today on the Dr. Wash Brains podcast. If you found this episode valuable, be sure to subscribe and leave a review. If you have questions or topics you would like me to cover in future episodes, feel free to reach out. Until next time, take care of your body, mind, and soul because the choices you make today shape the life you'll live tomorrow.